Hey, welcome to the next episode of the Invested Podcast. My name is Terry Carnell. With me, as always, is Connor Davidson.
It's me.
There he is. It's just us today. Tyler's off doing whatever it is Tyler does.
He's going fishing.
He's going fishing.
Or he's listening to them.
Yeah, he's not actually fishing. Yeah. On the show today, we're going to be talking about remakes of classics. I know Connor's excited about that.
Classic stories.
Classic stories. We're going to be doing some trailer breakdown talking discussions.
Movie trailers.
Actually,
there might be a television trailer.
There's a television trailer again. But we're going to start off with the news.
The news.
So this is a fun story. All right, so
okay.
Our boy Henry Cavill, who plays
Spider-Man,
who plays our favorite comic book accurate, mopey and angsty Superman,
Batman,
was cast in. He was cast as a villain for the next Mission Impossible movie, and for that,
yeah,
and for that he needs a villainous mustache, apparently, right? So he has the mustache, and he's in the middle of filming Mission Impossible 5, 6, 7.
I think it's, because they'd Ghost Prote, and then before that they had.
Oh, so this is 6.
Oh no, was the last one? Last one was not Ghost Prote.
No, last one was some other one. This is number 6. So he's filming that.
Requiem for a Dream.
And because of the reshoots, the inevitable reshoots for Justice League.
Was he evil Superman too?
No, okay, so they had to do reshoots for Justice League, and so but for that he can't have a mustache, right?
Unless they put like cream colored makeup.
So Warner Brothers shave the mustache, but whoever is developing Mission Impossible 6 is like, you can't shave the mustache. We need it for his villainous part in this movie. So what they agreed to do was they're filming all of the Superman reshoot scenes with a mustache, and they're going to digitally delete it in post-production through CGI.
Wow. Steve Jobs really...
Isn't that crazy?
Figured it out, huh?
It's the craziest. So, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about this. I've been hearing about it, but it blows my mind that this is the world we live in, where you have to digitally delete a mustache off of somebody.
The people in charge don't like it when you have facial hair.
Unless it's for the part.
Well, it's for the part. They want you to wear a beard net.
You speak from experience.
What he should say is it's a religious choice. That way they can't get you.
Oh my god, it's so funny. But wouldn't it be easier just to add on a mustache than delete it?
Well, maybe. I just imagine a mustache just like he's moving around.
Because now when I see Justice League, that's all I'm going to be looking for is whether or not you can tell if he has a mustache or not.
Oh wait, he's in Justice League.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers for Justice League.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's just...
I didn't know he was coming back.
Yeah, of course he's coming back. I hope he wears the black suit. Did you not see the most recent, the Comic-Con trailer?
I did.
There's a scene where what's his name?
Gordon?
No.
Commissioner Gordon?
No. Pennyworth. Alfred.
Oh, Alfred, yeah.
Alfred's like, I'm glad you're back. I knew you'd come back. And you see the shoulder, and it's like a dark blue. It's like so obvious. Like a red cape.
I thought that was just Batman. He's like, oh, you're back. You want breakfast? I got breakfast ready.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I know. I thought that was Batman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's... All right, well, it may or may not be Superman. It may or may not be Superman. Well, you said you like spoilers, so, whatever.
I do like spoilers. I just have such a hard time believing spoilers. People are like, oh, did you know he was dead the whole time?
And you don't even know if it's true or not. So that's what's going on. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's some bonkers. A little bit of bonkers.
So, everybody's had all these fan images of Henry Cavill with a big mustache dressed as Superman, like a really burly, big mustache. It's so funny. Next, you have Guardians 3 news. Mm-hmm. What news is that?
Guardians 3 is I guess it's the end of those characters. I'm pretty sure is what the dude was saying.
Yeah, I remember James Gunn said that there's he has plans for more Guardians of the Galaxy movies with different Guardians of the Galaxy though.
Yeah,
it won't be with Peter and Quill and all them.
They're changing the lineup. There's just going to be different characters, which is crazy because I don't like that.
No, I know. I do. I mean, why would you care about these characters? Would they be like integral to the Marvel universe, or are they just going to be spin-off movies? Are they going to, you know?
It's so strange.
What happens to the other characters? Where do they go?
I mean, I assume
they just give up.
This is a veiled reference to most of the team being killed in the new Thanos biopic. That's what it's going to be. Have you read any of the articles?
No, I haven't read anything.
Yeah, they're like, this is about the man in the iron mask.
But like, where are they going to go? I don't know. Is this going to turn into like a Doctor Who situation where they go a couple movies and then change characters? Oh, well, the Doctor Who's the same character every time. Just a different actor.
When you said Doctor Who, I had this couple seconds like, who? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Doctor Who.
Speaking of which, they announced the new Doctor at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Woman I don't know the name of.
Attack the Block. I call her Attack the Block because that's the movie she was in that I saw.
I don't even know what that is.
It's great. It's Joe Cornish directed it, and it's about like alien invasion in this like rundown part of a council estate in London.
Yeah.
So it's essentially like London hoodlums versus aliens.
Yeah.
So they're like hitting aliens with baseball bats, and they're like, "You what, mate?" Mad lads and all that.
Sounds
shit.
like classic British TV.
Classic.
Or movie.
It's a movie.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like classic British movie. That's so weird.
Joe Cornish directed that movie. He wrote and directed it, and then at the end he said, "All right, I'm off to go direct Snow Crash," which is like this huge seminal cyberpunk novel. That's like, it was like, I think it was pre-Matrix. It was like one of the things that inspired the Matrix before. I mean, Neuromancer by William Gibson is a huge Matrix inspiration thing.
Yeah.
But Snow Crash is like fun Matrix. Like, what if the Matrix was like piñatas and pizza and all that stuff? Piñata party pizza. And he what does he do? Yeah, and there just hasn't been any news on that. He fell into the black hole of this movie's never getting made.
That happens quite a bit.
Or it does get made. Like Dark Tower was like in development hell for a long time, and then
is that still going to be a TV show?
The Dark Tower?
Yeah, because it was going to be a TV show.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen anymore? I mean, obviously it's a movie now, but are they going to continue it in TV form, or what's the deal with that?
I've never seen that happen, where there's been a movie released and then they say we're going to make a TV show that continues the franchise. Like, if anything, 20 years later they might reboot it for television.
I mean, we've seen television be rebooted into film.
Yeah.
Like Firefly and...
Firefly? Oh yeah. You're right.
That's the only one I can think of. There might be not be any more. But
no. There's Veronica Mars.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And just a bunch of crap. Veronica Mars is actually a good show.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty good. I don't care about it.
It's pretty fun. It's just get yourself a bowl of grapes and sit down and just have at it.
More DC news. Suicide Squad director has dropped out of the project. Who was the director originally?
David Ayer.
He directed the first one, right?
Yeah.
That's not good. Or is it though? Because I wasn't a huge fan of the first Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's so bad.
But I don't know if that was studio interference or him.
Bright for Netflix,
which apparently looks good. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, it's super different from the script. The script is really fun and cool.
You read the script?
Yeah.
Stop reading scripts.
You don't tell me what to do.
That's all you do is read scripts before the things come out.
Yeah, I like to get spoiled in the right way.
Suicide Squad director. If they were going to get a new one, who would you want? Who would you think could helm it and do well?
For Suicide Squad, let's see. If they did a sequel, it would have to be totally different from the first movie. So it's not even a military operation. It's not even a prison break movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a completely disorganized mess.
You're talking about the plot of the movie.
The movie. The movie would be a meta narrative where it's just a total mess.
Yeah.
It kind of like a 6 degrees of separation. So it's like what you want is like a Paul Thomas Anderson to direct the sequel, but he's too prestige to direct it. So you kind of want a watered down version of him.
Yeah.
Watered down version of PTA. Who is that? I mean, I don't think I can name a single person.
Obviously Joss Whedon comes into my head, but like
he's already doing everything. He's already doing background.
Yeah, he's already taking care of everything else. You can't keep doing that. No, I know. I don't know.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, probably.
Okay, that's a good choice.
we'll be like, you can direct. Warner Brothers will say you can direct whatever you want if you do, which is what they told Nolan. Honestly, when he was doing Batman, they're like,
I'm surprised because he did whatever he wanted
in the Batman movies. Or
yeah, he did in the Batman movies. Like he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know.
Well, it was
his own style, and they did not care about
carte blanche.
Yeah,
Carter Blanche.
I had something else. Speaking of DC, this is not what we have written down, but I want to. Do you know anything about Flashpoint, the comic Flashpoint?
I did read the comic.
Yeah.
It's like I know it's Geoff Johns who wrote it, but it kind of reads like a Mark Miller comic where it's just like people. It's a lot of air quotes badass moments.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it's the ultimate like what if.
It was the ultimate reboot too, because then they went into the new 52 right after that. So what's being told is that the Flash movie in the DC EU is going to be Flashpoint,
right?
Which is I don't think is a good idea.
Well, it's so strange
because we don't know the characters well enough to have them switch around like that.
Yeah,
things like,
they're building on quicksand.
It can be done well, but I feel like it also could be a waste of a plot, kind of like the way Doomsday is a really awesome storyline in the Superman comics, and they kind of rushed it right into the Batman v Superman.
They're combining storylines and all that.
Yeah.
There's somebody there is panicking. Somebody there is like, oh God, I gotta have this in by Thursday. There's that old quote by the guy who, oh God, I'm totally blanking on his name, but I think he was the guy who ran Ford. Or his name was Ford.
I think his name was Ford. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want it good. I want it to Thursday, and it's like that's what they're doing at the top of these. Yeah. And I think the Sony hack was really interesting because that really gave us an insight into like how how much of a tenuous grasp these people were cloying at their own properties with. Like
yeah.
They Sony approached the Russo brothers and said, "Do you want to do the Men in Black movie? I know you're doing really well right now with Infinity War, but we just need some help, man. Please." And the Russo brothers are like, "Well, if you give Spider-Man, maybe." They're the ones who kind of broached that subject. Yeah. Sony was just so desperate. They're like, we just gotta act.
I can't believe they pulled that off, getting Spider-Man in there.
I know, it's crazy. It's gonna come back to bite them in the ass in some way.
You think
Sony's gonna change leadership, and the person at the top of Sony is gonna be like, you know what? I don't like the Marvel has Spider-Man anymore. And they're gonna and
it's just gonna disappear out of thin air.
He's gone.
Yep, and they're gonna recast him with a 30-year-old guy.
Love it.
Yep. I'm pumped. All right. Let's move on.
Trailer trash.
All right.
This is kind of like part news, part trailer breakdown because Disaster Artist came out of nowhere. I had no idea it was being made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with James Franco. Because you hear James Franco's making a movie with Seth Rogen, and you're like, oh, it's another one of those movies. Which it may very well be one of those movies again, but like...
Did you like This Is the End? And all
no, I didn't like those movies.
That's so funny. Because I had such a blast watching it. It's not a great movie, but it's...
I liked the beginning of it, where like they're all just kind of like being them and just being stupid, but the second like they started talking about, I don't know...
Like all the devil stuff.
No, the second the devil showed up with a huge schwanz, I was like, okay, I'm done with this movie. That was the final straw. I was like, that's not funny. That's just stupid. You know?
It's like I draw the line.
And it was worse that there were like young kids, I wouldn't say young, but like teenagers. Teenagers in the theater with me when that part happened and they were laughing at it, and I was like, I hate my life right now. This is the worst thing.
Like, you are the problem. Oh my God, and his dick got cut in half.
Yeah, it got cut off. Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, now it's falling. Great. Whoa, that's so funny. I don't like that kind of humor. I tried watching Sausage Party, couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. That was just really dumb. Yeah. But Disaster Artist, people are saying it's gonna be an Oscar contender.
Really?
For Franco, yeah, they think he's gonna this may be his best. There's some early screenings of a couple scenes, and people are saying it's his best performance ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's so
I'm
cool.
like really like. And if you watch, I watched the trailer, which is just that scene of what's his name? Tommy Wiseau, is that his name?
Yeah, Tommy Wiseau.
Coming out, throwing the water bottle, and be like, I did not hit her. I did not. And I watched the scene back to back, and it's pretty. It's not completely perfect. It could be more spot on, but it's pretty good. And I was genuinely surprised. And if that's actually like how things went on set, then like I'm very excited about this movie because I've never seen The Room. I've seen most of it in different bits and pieces because I never want to just sit down and watch it.
I've watched it twice.
You've seen it twice?
Yeah. One time I just watched it like a DVD, and then the other time I went to the midnight.
You went to like a screening of it?
Yeah, and everyone threw forks at the screen and all that jazz. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It must have been a fun. Yeah, that must have been interesting.
The strange thing about like when irony has that much social momentum, you really have to be like high on it to kind of like get anything out of it. So at the time I was like, this is great. I love being part of this piece of culture. But in retrospect, not my finest moment.
Yeah. Did you throw forks?
Yeah, I think they. Oh no, I don't think I wanted to get that involved. I think I was good at just shouting things. Yeah. Well, I shouted things at the screen. Like I remember. There's a shot of a tugboat going across the San Francisco Bay, and everyone shouts, "Go, go, go, go!" It's moving. The joke is that it's moving very slowly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this one, and the other Franco's in it too, right? Dave.
Oh, his brother?
Yeah, he plays one of the other actors, and Rogan plays an uncredited director.
Oh yeah, he's in the trailer.
He's in the trailer, but he was not credited in the movie, and no one knows his name or where he came from or who he was. He doesn't want to be mentioned. So, I'm thinking if someone like leaked information of what was going on set, it was probably this guy.
Yeah,
I'm hoping because he seems like the more.
Oh no, it was the guy who plays Mark.
Oh, he's the one who did it.
Yeah, he wrote the book about it.
Oh yeah, it's based off the book. Okay, yeah. I'm very excited. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to watch The Room before I see this movie.
Yeah.
And if it is as good as people are saying Franco's performance is gonna be, like, that's gonna be a completely game changer. Because first you have a guy who almost like got us into like World War whatever with the Koreans or right with that dictator movie.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden he's gonna be winning Oscars and stuff. So that's pretty funny.
He changed the game.
Changed the game. I like James Franco. He's a hit or miss for me though for his movies. Mm-hmm. I think he's a good actor. Like Planet of the Apes, he's really good in things like that.
Still have not watched that movie.
The new one?
No. Well, yes, but also the first one.
You haven't seen the first one?
I've seen clips of it. I watched the second one.
It's the best one in the series.
I got spoiled. The apes took over the planets. Planets of the Apes.
It's in the name, Connor. Let's talk about Inhumans again.
Oh God!
Yeah, so we just watched it, and I don't. So what did that last scene where she's like, "You're just human"? Is his character? Does he have any powers?
I don't
even know who that character is.
Yeah,
I know she's Medusa, right? The one with the red hair.
Yeah, Medusa.
With the goofy.
Yeah. Oh, that
goofy
CGI
wig.
hair.
That CGI goofy wig hair. Yeah, God. It doesn't even look good when it's not CGI. It looks bad when it's a wig. It looks bad when it's CGI.
Looks like somebody throw pasta through a strainer.
Red pasta.
Yeah. You know when you put pasta in the fridge and I think the sauce kind of coagulates.
Yeah, and you put it through a strainer.
Tastes better. Pasta tastes better as leftovers.
I think pizza tastes better as leftovers.
Ooh, that's a controversial.
It tastes really good when it's first cooked, but also I love it when it's reheated. Same with Chinese food. A lot of things. No, okay, I'm sorry. American chop suey tastes better reheated.
Oh yeah, that's
like
good.
Any pasta salads.
Pasta salad.
Anyway, back to Inhumans. I'd rather talk about pasta salad than Inhumans. But this trailer showed a lot of the same things we've already seen. Mm-hmm. Things I don't care about.
The weird thing is they meant. It's confusing on purpose. I think they're trying to be lost.
Yeah,
they're trying to be intriguing. Ooh, mystery. What's going to happen? But even that last line, it's meant to be this kind of portentous thing. But it's just, I bet you, it's a character being like, you're you are so worried about humans. You're human, you jerk. And then, I don't understand the whole trope of him taking over the compound is him just arriving places with 2 guards with guns, being like, "All right,
Get out of here.
can I be the king now?
Yeah, right.
I got these 2 guys."
Like, what gives him the power?
The humans are gonna kill us if they know about us, so I will kill you first.
I think they picked the wrong actor for him.
Ewan Rihanna?
Because he's too much like his character in Game of Thrones.
Ewan Rihanna?
And he's just so easy to hate. Maybe that's the point, but like I don't want to.
He's
I don't want
miscast in Game of Thrones. In my opinion, yeah, because the bastard Bolton is like, he's like crazy. Like he's like nuts. Like Joffrey is cruel and unusual. Like Joffrey was good casting, I think.
Yeah.
But him cast, like the bastard of Bolton is like super crazy. Like even it's like he's like the Joker. You know, he's like he really is just all around. There's no breathe. You don't get any breathing room with the bastard Bolton. There's no like Ewan Rihanna being nice and being like silly, because he does that in the book. He pretends to be Reek in the second book. They don't do it in the show, but he pretends to be Reek.
Right. Yeah.
And he pretends to be Theon's friend. Which you know what? They actually do that in the show.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
It was in season 3 when he helps him escape. I guess I just don't remember because it didn't leave that big of an impression.
Yeah, I think his character was I hated his character, obviously, because you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But now seeing him in this role, I don't want to hate him again. It's like boring to hate this. It's like hating the same character again for another series. And it's just like, oh great, he's doing that thing again where I can't stand him. He's being a jerk, and I don't care. It makes me care less.
I've already seen this. Happen.
Yeah, and so the Black Bolt. I know nothing about the Inhumans, but what it looks like, he looks like he's like in charge of everything, but he doesn't say anything. He can't talk. So how do you rule without being able to say anything? I guess you have to write everything down.
Write everything down.
Just gotta write everything down on a piece of pad
with a sign language. They probably have a telepath who's like, "Oh, that's interesting. Does Black Bolt's power work if a telepath reads his mind,
or does the person's mind explode?"
Yeah.
See, that would be interesting TV. Let's do that. We're probably never going to get any of that, though.
It's weird that they are seeming to make Black Bolt the main character, because it's like that is not the idea behind a character who doesn't speak is the idea of mystery, right? You want their opinion. You want them. What it should be is he's missing, is he disappears, and he's the one who's kind of in charge.
You think it'd be a cooler character if he was a side character that kind of showed up here and there?
Yeah,
and like, well, this super powerful being who doesn't say anything.
Exactly.
Can't say anything.
Like a puppeteer. Yeah. Like he's off, while all this like crisis is going on in Adeline, he's off doing his own thing. And people are like, where'd he go? It's like if the president went like just disappeared and was like, you guys gotta take care of everything. I'm off on my own quest.
Yeah.
I'm on a vision quest.
But he can't say that. So no one knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I feel that's slightly more intriguing.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly don't. We just watched it like probably 20 minutes ago, and I don't remember anything about it.
I remember
there was more dog looking goofy.
Dog looking goofy. It turns into dust.
Yeah,
when he transports.
That's his transportation. I mean, I get it. It looks like someone took a paintbrush and like right across the page.
My cousin using Photoshop. We're making an IMAX movie with this guy over here.
Doesn't matter to me. Don't care about it.
Oh, it's so bad.
Apparently that trailer played in Comic-Con in one of the halls, and people were booing and laughing.
That's good.
Which is sad, though. Like, I feel bad for the people making it, like, because they're just doing their jobs, and a lot of these people don't care about the material. So to them, they're just like, we're making a comic book TV show. What's wrong with you people?
It's like, if they don't even want it, why bother?
Exactly, but it's for money. They're going to get money either way. Money. They're going to get ads on it. They're going to put it on TV.
That's the worst answer to do anything. I did it for money, though.
Well, that's the reason for
Why'd you kill all these people?
Ask Sony why they made Amazing Spider-Man. They made it for money.
We made it for money.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's so silly. What a goofy thing.
Yeah. I'm totally divorced from the Marvel television side. I can't even.
I know. I've been told to watch the newest season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I haven't. I
have no patience.
I haven't had the strength to turn it on and watch it. Like, I know it's gonna.
It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be homework.
It shouldn't be a chore. Exactly. It should be like the Netflix shows where you're just like, oh, I'm putting it on. Yeah. And I'm watching all of it.
On the next one.
Yep. one after the other. It's not, though.
Yeah, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so bad. It's awful.
There was a new Defenders trailer, too. I didn't watch it, because I don't think I'm gonna. I watched the first one. I don't want to watch another one, because it's only 8 episodes, and I don't want it to give away too much, so...
It's all those trailers are just gonna be spoilers.
Yeah, so the first one gave away a little bit. There was a couple Electra moments. I was like, hey, I didn't know she was gonna be walking in this, but it's point from.
I didn't know she was gonna be walking. I thought she was gonna be rolling around.
Just rolling around in that tub.
I'm back.
In that thing she's in, that giant.
Oh, I hit your thing.
That's fine. Hit whatever you want. But the reception apparently at Comic-Con was really good. People are excited about it.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I'm very excited that it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah, that's gonna help, keep momentum. Do you remember the show Over the Garden Wall? Do you remember that cartoon? It was great.
No.
And I had one. It was like a miniseries, and it was great. I had so much fun watching it. I had it, and it totally went out of my mind.
Is that a good thing that went out of your mind?
I don't think so. I don't want it to be a good thing that, but it's just it was one of the best. At the time watching it, I was like, oh, this is really good.
When was this?
This is a couple years back. This was around the time everyone was psyched on Adventure Time, because I think this is the same dude.
Oh.
But
people are still psyched on Adventure Time.
Oh yeah.
Not in the same way, but they are. It's more Rick and Morty now.
Oh really?
Yeah. Everybody loves Rick and Morty, which I should watch. I've seen a lot of it, but I need to watch all of it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty dope.
All right, so what was that? Oh, okay. So you wanted to talk about remakes of classics.
Yeah, let's.
What did you mean by this? Explain it a little bit.
So,
just kind of.
A long time ago. Oh, you have a little ring or keychain underneath your thing. You gotta clean your room, Terry. It's actually super clean.
It's not clean. Look at this. It's a pile of crap. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
Classic stories have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why they're classic.
That's probably why they're classics, yeah.
And which means that there's patterns of psychological things that humans gravitate to in these stories, of why they've kind of stood the test of time over and over again.
Yep.
And I think that there aren't, in the age of reboots, where we're rebooting everything.
Reboots
why not
and remakes too?
Yeah, we have this huge plethora of in the storytelling canon to choose from. So why not choose that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Why not do reboots of Agamemnon or Oedipus?
Do you think that would sit well though? Because they tried doing Ben-Hur. Well, Ben-Hur, and nobody cared about it.
The part of the magic of a reboot is that you can do whatever you want. Nolan's Batman reboot is different than Burton's Batman.
That's true.
The George Miller reboot of Fury Road is different than any of the other Mad Max films. A strong reboot gives the person who's doing it room to explore new things. Even the new Spider-Man, that's a reboot, and it's one of the strongest Spider-Man movies
since Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, since Spider-Man did them to clones. Yeah, I just think that there's the problem with the Ben-Hur movies. It's a remake. No, God, no. I saw that. What I did see is the trailer playing 100 times over and over again.
Yeah.
And
in the lobby of the theater. Yeah.
That kind of poisoned my.
Yeah.
It's so funny. A good trailer makes me excited seeing it over and over. Like the 10 Cloverfield Lane trailer. I could not escape watching that one. Yeah. And that one was fun.
Yeah.
But Ben-Hur.
That's a great movie.
I was just like, yikes.
So if you were to get an announcement of a new movie coming out that is a classic, what would you want it to be?
Probably.
What would pique your interest the most? Of be like, oh, I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for this new project. Honestly, there's a lot of different ones I love. I love Sleepy Hollow. I love Count of Monte Cristo, but I gotta say I think there's a lot of potential for it's like a fairy tale story. The Brothers Grimm. I think the Brothers Grimm fairy tales.
All of them at once or one each? Is there enough substance to hold a full...
I think there is substance. I think the Brothers Grimm could be a new Black Mirror,
Yeah. I don't know a lot about those stories. I mean, I know the gist of them, but I don't know like the.
They're all they're essentially the fairy tale tropes, right? Of like knights and princesses and castles and all that stuff. But there's always a twist to it that is like is a puzzle. It essentially turns them into puzzle games. Like so many of them are people have to solve riddles or make deals that are two-sided deals. Like it's very cerebral, and I think that not even a modernization, but that canon of riddles and fairy tales and stuff like that, especially in the age of the mystery box form of storytelling, where a mystery can be something so intriguing. I think that there's just so much to mine there, whether or not they did a straight fantasy or did something slightly a little bit more contemporary. That's the problem. Is I think that it's really hard to choose. With those stories.
Do you think so? If they were to make like a new Sleepy Hollow movie, it would have to be done really well, because otherwise I see it as being like another like that Victor Frankenstein movie with
right, yeah.
You know
which is a great script. The Victor
Frankenstein. You read the
script?
Okay.
Yeah, that script is insane. That script is awesome.
Did you see the movie?
No.
it flopped like crazy, so I don't know how close it was to
I watched
the
like
script
a clip from it, and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand the editing and the choices they were making. I was like, this is...
Who is in that one?
James McAvoy and Danny
Radcliffe. That's right. So, you're not like afraid it would become one of those?
It depends on the director. I mean, it's the director is the deciding factor on whether or not something is good.
So let's say there's a Sleepy Hollow movie coming out.
Right.
Who do you think a director would be? Who do you think would do it well? And like, what style would you want it? Horror, like monster, or whatever.
No, definitely not. To me, the Horseman is a really interesting character, and so
he's really cool too.
Yeah,
really make him look awesome.
He wouldn't. He's not even the villain.
Yeah.
That's kind of the twist. Is like I see him as a. There's so much potential for some great mime from him. Some really emotional and really funny like mime moments because he can't speak.
Yeah.
So I think that he would be one of the main characters, and ultimately it would be a really colorful, like fun. Part of me wants it to be kind of like a military drama, but I don't even know if that is too played out, because the idea of
military drama. What do you mean by
that? Well, because that character is a soldier. So
would you want it to be modern day, or would you want it to be in the time it takes place in?
I would want it to be set in like I want to say turn of the century, early like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
So there has been some time passed since the Ichabod Crane iteration, but
So this is kind of like a sequel? Would it be like a different character?
Yeah, it would be kind of a sequel, unofficial sequel, a sequel to the legend that operates the same way as Bigfoot does. Like the idea of you follow this kind of George Méliès character who's like one of these like auteur cinemaphiles at the dawn of cinema.
Yeah.
Who comes over to America. He's a magician. Like he was a magician first, and then he became a filmmaker. And he comes over to America to document the like fairy tale epics, or essentially to do his own version.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fake everything. And then, because you see all these pictures like back in the day of people taking pictures of like grass that's really flat, and they're like, oh, it's a fae ring, and it's like, nah, man, this is just like Bigfoot back in the the Roaring Tens. They're like, hey, we got some fairies over here. You can throw a baseball at them for $20. And just that, like the idea of him being the huntsman himself, or not the huntsman, the headsman. No, the horseman. Horseman,
yeah, huntsman's a different thing. Yeah, you're getting all your fairy tales mixed up.
Well, there's just so many common DNA threads of story that they encompass. But the idea of him being kind of a moral and social arbiter of the fairy tale creatures of that area. And just like a military He is a military entity, but he's operating in a place where it's like the Smurfs village, and he's trying to keep everyone safe, but and he can't talk, he can't communicate. So
you'd want it to be not like a comedy, but you'd want it to be lighthearted but super dark at the same time.
Super funny. Because I think that there's so much, like if I did think of any adaptation of Sleepy Hollow that I love, like if people are like, oh, the Tim Burton one that came out in the 90s, like is
not a bad one.
Not a bad one. But I love the Disney one. I think that I love how colorful it is, and I think that we need to take a step back towards that aesthetic.
I think that's becoming a thing because of what Guardians of the Galaxy did, though.
Yeah. It's more mainstream.
You look at that. You look at what Suicide Squad tried to do. Even Spider-Man with the color, Wonder Woman was colorful. People liked that. They responded well to it. I can see that working. So did you see the newer iteration of this Mummy universe?
The new Mummy movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't act.
It was really bad. It was a really bad movie, which is funny because they're trying to do all the other ones. So they're going to do a Frankenstein, but their next project is Bride of Frankenstein.
That's wild. That okay.
Yeah, right. I know. Well, I don't know why or where that comes from.
So weird.
But it just seems to be in the same vein of they want to bring back these classics,
Yeah,
but it's not working.
To me, it's not even like it's fine to bring back the classics, but it's like do the classic interpretation of the tale that it's based on. Don't just do, an adaptation on the film. Like that's what Ben-Hur was. Ben-Hur was a remake of the classic film.
So if they were to do this adaptation of Bride of Frankenstein, it would not work because that movie's not even like remotely exciting. The original, like nothing really happens. So if they were to redo it, do you think it could work if they if they make it really funny and goofy?
It would have to be a different creature. Like it would have to be completely different. It would have to subvert what you expect from Bride of Frankenstein.
Like what? Why?
Which already your expectations are extremely low.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what is Bride of Frankenstein? Is it a horror story? Is it?
I don't know what she does.
Does she have powers?
Like, does she do anything? I don't even know what.
Yeah, it feels more like
Like I get we live in an age of
Is she the bad guy? Is she the antagonist?
What, can you have her without Frankenstein?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. That's.
Or
maybe she's the one who makes Frankenstein.
Is this going to be in a world where Frankenstein already exists, and then we'll go back and figure out where he came from?
Yeah, that might be. They might try it that way.
Because we all know the story of Frankenstein. I don't think we need to see that again.
Just once more, please.
I would like to see Tom Hardy playing Frankenstein.
That'd be kind of fun. I feel like he was cast as something in that world. Or am I just thinking of him being cast as Venom?
I think you're thinking of Venom.
Oh, okay. They're casting him in everything. Tom Hardy's a good...
I like him. I think he's good.
Yeah, he's a good actor. But I feel like people are throwing him in front of franchises hoping he's going to save it.
He's not Dwayne Johnson.
He's not Dwayne Johnson. I don't think Dwayne Johnson can save franchises.
No, I think he helped save Fast Furious because Fast 5 is really good.
Oh yeah,
he did. He was in. But it wasn't all him. He was in it and he was good, but also the story was good.
I think that the Rock renaissance kind of peaked at Moana, and since then people have been kind of very.
I still like him, but I mean he hasn't really been anything amazing.
Yeah. His legacy really depends on the Jumanji movie.
Then again, I don't watch Ballers, which people like apparently. So
Ballers.
What about a movie like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
That'd be super fun. Yeah, that'd be.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, and you do it kind of like.
Directed by Wes Anderson.
Directed by Wes Anderson. Do you know what he would be good for? What classic story I would like to see from him is he's very great with like families and like a lot of like interacting kind of plots and like being able to hold everything kind of together. I'd love to see his interpretation of Midsummer Night's Dream. I think that'd be super fun. Yeah.
I don't think he would ever do. He only does his original stuff. Though. I don't think he would ever do a version of anything.
Oh, well, he did do Fantastic Mr. Fox. That was an adaptation of the Roald Dahl story.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a. Oh. Well, maybe I stand corrected.
Gotcha.
Jeez.
You come into my house. Your house.
It's my house. Get out of here. I'm trying to think of.
Run away.
I'm trying to think of other classics that could potentially pique my interest, but.
Well, what genres do you like?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I like anything that's good. I don't care what kind of genre it is. I mean, I'm not a huge horror film person, but I do like suspense thrillers, like 10 Cloverfield Lane. I would like to see maybe.
You want some Edgar Allan Poe stories? Is what you want?
Then I guess that's what I want.
Even though that's a lot of stuff is gothic horror.
Yeah, I know, but done in the vein of like, and being lighthearted, but also dark and I don't know. It's this weird.
Yeah. It has to find its own footing. Like Winter Soldier was great because it was a spy thriller.
Yeah,
I went into that movie.
But you smiled through the whole time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like this, instead of being like, "Ugh, this is creepy and dark and depressing."
This is grim.
Yeah, exactly, like that. That movie was so unexpected. I had no idea.
I know. I was going.
I was thinking about it the other day. Like that movie came out of nowhere.
Yeah, because especially after the first movie, the first movie is like
it's fine.
Yeah, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, nothing great.
I saw it. I had lunch and I went to go see it when it came out in the theater, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go home now.
Yeah. I got to say about that one, going off a little bit, after seeing Wonder Woman, it made me realize what a missed opportunity the first Captain America was.
Right, yeah. Wonder Woman is a better movie than the first Captain America.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
it's crazy.
So.
And it's because it follows almost the same exact beat structure.
Yeah.
But it's just a different animal.
It's just done better. I think Captain America was too afraid to hit the war beats that, like the actual fighting World War.
Yeah.
Because it's mainly him shooting people with getting shot by lasers than actually fighting in World War II, which I thought would have been really cool.
Was all montages.
Yeah, it was all montages.
Yeah.
The giant tank came out of nowhere. The really weird jump thing he did. And then all of a sudden he gets on a motorcycle and they're at like the base. And you're like, what? Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. The beginning was really good. I liked that moment. But I didn't like the Hydra soldiers having lasers.
Oh yeah, them using the Infinity Cube.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if they just had like guns. Normal
just
guns.
Regular guns.
It looked too silly.
I just imagine a scene where one of them they get it's like, here's your new Hydra laser, and the guy's like, could I have a gun, please?
Those guns are stupid too because they like made people disintegrate.
Yeah,
and it was just like it was so over the top. It was
quick,
just,
we must interrogate him.
And they just like explode into dust, and so like they're shooting. It's just I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like that moment.
Yeah, a lot of hijinks around the Hydra campus.
Do you want to do opinions from the future?
Opinions from the future.
Opinions from the future.
Opinions from the future.
You start.
All right. I think my
5 years from now.
My opinion on Inhumans is going to change so much when they break out. Every season is new characters. Wow, it's so fresh. Remember,
everybody dies, right?
Remember how Walking Dead ends on a cliffhanger every season and it's fresh?
But nothing happens in between.
And nothing happens. Is Glenn dead? Oh, it's fresh. We don't know. He hid under a dumpster. Every time somebody survives The Walking Dead, they hid under a dumpster.
That's it. If you're questioning if they're alive, they're under a dumpster.
They're under a dumpster. Then we just keep them there till we need them.
Are you really telling me Inhumans is going to be still on in 5 years?
Oh, yeah. They're going to milk that puppy for years.
I'm thinking it'll last a season and it's going to be canceled. So in my 5 years, it's already done.
That's wishful.
I don't know what you're watching.
Well, I live in this dystopia
where they throw everything that's been canceled at you and you just sit there and forced to watch it all by yourself.
The internet lost the battle for good TV.
And I still don't care about it, so I just won't. You just don't watch it.
Well, you're too busy because you're piloting that B-52 bomber, right?
Yeah, the refurbished one that I bought at the yard sale.
Yeah, you bought at the yard sale with your credits.
Yeah, with all my credits.
Yeah, the Visa credit.
The Visa credit.
It's crazy that Visa took over McDonald's.
They were going under a long time ago. Oh, man. Opinions from the future.
All right. See you freaks later. have a pleasant evening.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Share with friends if you listen to this.
Yeah, get some friends.
We're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And just get some friends, like
Get
Connor
some
said,
friends.
if you can.
Don't be afraid to talk to people. They want to talk to you, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right. We're out.